Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Star Guns and Gear. And today, guess what we have? We have a approval by the ATF for a SBR. So I registered a 300 blackout. I let you guys know in an episode that I was registering one of my pistols, and it is this one right here. Of course, you can see something a little bit different about it now that I have my approval. Collapsible stock, because this is officially a short barrel rifle. So yes, I did do the Amnesty registration and went ahead. It took about 45 days, a little bit more than 45 days to get approved. And we're really approaching the date, May 31st. I know a lot of people have been holding off, either converting or some people saying they're not going to apply at all. Whatever, that's your business. However, the cutoff date is May 31st. So at the end of this month, if you have not put your application in and you intend to, you might think about getting it done. There's a good chance the system's going to be crashed if everybody starts doing their application at once. I know a lot of people has been waiting to see with the lawsuits if there's going to be any kind of injunctions to stop it. So far, that has not happened. So you are left with either removing your pistol brace, destroying, I guess, your firearm, I guess, if you wanted to, or turn it into ATF, converting it to a rifle by going ahead and changing out to a 16-inch or larger barrel. That's an option. And the other option is to do the Amnesty registration, which right now is tax exempt. I wasn't too opposed to having a SBR anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. I know some of you guys are like, well, they know what you got now, and they know this. You know what? They already know. Trust me. I was a FFL for several years in Texas, and the ATF knows who I am. So they know what guns that you have purchased through other FFL dealers. All that stuff gets put on a 4473. They might not know initially, but if they need to go inspect and gather information off of a A&D record book or something, it's easy enough for the ATF to get that information if they want it. So I think people worry a little too much about it, but you know what? That's your business. You've got to make your decision. You got to make your own call. So anyway, I went ahead and made the call to register this AR pistol, and it is in 300 blackout, and it is no longer a AR pistol. It is a NFA registered short barrel rifle. So it's legal. That's why I went ahead and was able to attach a collapsible stock to it. So we do have a collapsible stock on it. This is 100% legal. I do have the NFA paperwork in 2 places. I got the paperwork in my file in my safe, and I also have it inside this grip right here, a copy of it. So you're not going to get a actual tax stamp because this is tax exempt. So don't expect for them to send you a tax stamp if you go through this process. You'll get a approval email, and it's conditions based on the new rule, and that's how they did mine. So I went ahead and just printed a couple of copies off, put one in the grip here, that way it maintains in there. If I ever got jacked up about this, I do have something with it, actually showing my approval, and also have a backup copy in my file. So that's what I went ahead and did for my paperwork to make sure everything that I needed was with it. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. I know that I put out a video just recent about me going ahead and putting my paperwork in. I did the process through Silencer Shop, where I went and got my digital fingerprints done at a local FFL that has one of their kiosks, the Silencer Shop kiosk in it. Took my photograph on a neutral background, submitted everything that way, and they have a process once you fill out your basic information that steps you through the actual e-form and auto populates and auto loads that stuff for you to the ATF where you do not have to. I'll check pretty much every week at first just to see if anything was happening, and didn't see anything all the way up till I checked 2 days ago. Still did not see any movement on anything. Everything was still the same. It just showed that I had submitted the paperwork, and all of a sudden today everything was done. So I did not check it yesterday, but I did check it well, I got the email today. So and then when I went back to the e-form site, it does not show the application even in there. I guess they pull that out after it's approved. But I do have all my documentation that was sent to me from the ATF that was directly emailed to me. Basically, it's my form with the approval stamp on it, and the inspector that actually approved everything, and any conditions set forth in that is also notated as well. So just want to share it with y'all today. I think it's pretty cool. A lot of you guys are so opposed to the SBR stuff. I understand that. I get that y'all do not want to register your braced firearms, but just know, as of yet, there has not been any injunctive relief with the lawsuits. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, but so far it hasn't. WashingtonLaw.com, I believe is what it is. You can go check out their YouTube channel and everything. The attorney over there, he had been holding off. He just submitted 2 SBRs. One regular paid route and one amnesty, and he's just going to kind of see what the process is, how long it takes to get it and everything. But he has got to the point where he went ahead and submitted to him on his channel himself. And this is about the time you're going to have to make your decision whether you want to go ahead and submit the paperwork, or you're going to hold off and not do it, or you're going to say no, you're not going to do it at all. Or you're going to convert it to a rifle, or you're going to do what you're going to do. So people are going to have to start making up their minds pretty quick and make a final decision if you're going to come in compliance or not. I went ahead and I wasn't opposed to having an SBR, and I'm not worried about the ATF kicking my door in. They know I have this gun. If they wanted it, they would just come get it. I don't think this is a way to round things up. It is a legal SBR, and the ATF approved me to have this. So I really don't see that as an issue. People that are in non-compliance, we'll have to see what happens with that. I don't know. I'm not saying I agree with us having to register. I don't agree with it. I'll put that out right now. I think it was just fine that the way we had it before. We had, 10 years of, hey, it's okay to have a pistol brace. All of a sudden it's not. And I don't agree with that at all. However, the government sometimes does what they want to do, and until maybe the courts get involved and somebody actually makes a decision, and it's probably going to wind up, I guarantee you, going to the Supreme Court if they decide to hear it, and they're going to have to ultimately make the decision, yes or no. So I don't know what's going to happen if it does get to that point. The Supreme Court says, hey, all that's null and void. Then we're going to have to find out what happens with this. Now that I have it registered, do I get to keep it registered where I can keep a SBR? That's what I personally would prefer to happen. Or are they going to say, hey, you've got to take it off. We are not going to let you have that SBR. That's a question that the ATF is not really disclosing, because the way they feel about it is this rule is going to go in effect and it's going to stick in their mind. Whether it does or not, we'll have to see. So anyway, guys, I want to show you. I think it's pretty cool. I've got this SBR. It is legal. I did it under the Amnesty registration. So you may or may not want to start looking into doing it if you have not done it. If you have done it, make a comment down below. Let me know your experience with it. If you haven't done it, let me know down below in the comments if you want. If you intend on doing it. If you decide you want just to convert it to a rifle, or just take your pistol brace off and toss it to the side. I know that I watched some congressional hearings, and the ATF director said that as long as it's separate, there isn't any problems, because during the congressional hearings, they asked specifically if that would be basically the word I believe is constructive. It would be constructive by having this and a pistol in the same area in close proximity, saying that, hey, yeah, you have them close together, you do have a SBR. And he said no, is my understanding when I watched those hearings. So you don't know what to believe, guys. I know it. I understand that. You guys will have to make up your mind whether or not you intend to comply, go ahead and go through this registration process or not. You know what? I've got it. I've done it. Good, bad. You know, that was my decision. I made it. Everybody's got to make their own decision. You're going to have to make your own decision. Guys, just thought I'd share my experience with you. Took around 45 days. I feel the closer it gets to the deadline, the more people are going to go ahead and be registering. The more the system's going to get bogged down, and the longer the delays of getting approvals are going to be happening in that period. In my personal opinion, that's what I think is going to happen. So, I don't know. We'll see. There might be injunctive relief before May 31st. There may not. We'll see. There hasn't been anything yet, and these lawsuits have been going on for a while. So we have not seen anything significant to show us that anybody's going to step in and actually do anything at this point. And we really thought we'd hear something, you know, like in the Fifth Circuit, something like that. We have not heard that. Anyway, guys, thank y'all guys for watching today. Guys, if you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up. I'd certainly appreciate it. Hit that bell notification. That way you know when I'm putting out new content. And as always, God bless. And you guys have a great day. And I'll catch you on the next episode.